All right, everybody, we welcome you to this week's all-new sports show, internet exclusive. It's our Coach's Corner with victorious head coach from Southern Nash, Brian Foster. Coach, one of the hardest hitting, best defensive football games we're going to see all year. I say no doubt about it, and that includes the massive Big East schedule we're about to hit on. You guys survived the best shot of the Tarboro Vikings, 21-10 the final score. Just give us a brief synopsis of this football game from your view.
You know, in a lot of ways, it's what we've done the last 4 years with them. You know, I mean, it's been hard-hitting, tough games that you know, almost feels like a third-round playoff game. You know, both teams bring a lot of heart, a lot of energy, and we were lucky enough to come up a little on the winning side in the fourth quarter because we sure did in the first three quarters.
Going down to the locker room 10-7, not really able to get a whole lot on offense, but your defense was playing really, really well. Talk about what you told the team at the half.
Well, I mean, if you go in there and look at what's on the board, you know, fight through adversity, see how you handle adversity, see what kind of character you got. Everything we talked about before the game came true in that game, and I knew it would. You know, I knew what kind of effort they were going to give, and you know, Coach Craddock does a great job. We got a lot of respect for him. You know, and hopefully we can learn something from them now that we're not playing them, so I can figure out how to break down our tape and figure out why we can't run the ball against them because they do a great job.
Coach Ed, talking about halftime, you go in, your offense is sputtering, your defense is playing fantastic, offense having problems. You decide to make the switch at quarterback. Michael Zimmerman comes in second half, plays a fantastic game. Just talk a little bit about that.
Well, if you notice, we didn't do anything like we wanted to do the whole night. I mean, you know, we had so many 3 and outs. We never got to our 1, 2, 3. We never, you know, they just beat our tails. You know, and then Matt got a little beat up at the end of the first half. I don't know if it's a hip point or whatever, but I could tell he wasn't 100%. And, you know, I told you before I got confidence in all of our quarterbacks. And you know, we just called on Zimmerman. So what we've done the first 4 games paid off tonight, even though we weren't able to do the things, you know, just like Day 1 going in, Demetrius going in. They've been in those situations already. So even though we didn't play our 33, we still played some people that had been out there and been in tough situations. So, I mean, you know, I saw a lot of positives, you know, a lot of things we got to work on. You know, but like I said, I thought we got their best, and, you know, and we're very, very fortunate.
Aside from the one long Tarboro touchdown run, you guys did a good job of shutting down a very varied Tarboro offensive attack. How were you guys able to do that tonight?
Yeah, I mean, of course, they left some points out there. You know, they had plenty of chances with the open receivers, which they have a couple times against us, and we've been blessed. You know, so that's a little lack of discipline. A little, you know, you get your eyes off your read, and so I was disappointed with that. But you know, as far as our run defense, our guys have played well all year. I think we got some speed, and I think we got guys that understand our concepts. So I mean, a little disappointed in how many receivers we left open because that's just a lack of discipline. But overall, I was pleased.
Coach, trip to Aiken-Grifton on the horizon for you next week. Then I'm sure at this point, the coveted bye week for everybody. Then you jump right into Big East play with a trip to Wilson Fike. Where's this team right now? Where do you think this team still has room to grow?
You know, one thing I like about these guys is they like each other. You know, and the team chemistry is just a little different. Not as many individuals like in this group or that group. That's been nice to see. And with what we've had to do, you have to be unselfish and get along. And I've almost done that by design because we've had really good teams, but I thought some of them were just maybe not as close as they needed to be. Not bad kids, make good grades, good kids, but it seemed like we weren't as close. And that's something I made a point of emphasizing this year and trying to figure out how to get it done. And that's one of the things we did is, you know, implemented playing more guys. And, you know, hopefully that's worked. But, you know, we're 5-0, but that don't mean anything for next week.
Mm-hmm. All right, folks, that is going to wrap it up tonight from here in Firebird Country. This is our Coach's Corner internet exclusive for the all-new sports show. Southern Nash head coach Brian Foster, 21-10, the Firebirds beat the Tarboro Vikings. Big thanks to Coach Foster for joining us this week on Coach's Corner.